Okay, very good. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And due to the governor's recent order, all members of the Downtown Winston-Salem Business Improvement District Advisory Committee are participating virtually. For virtual meetings, committee members will be muted until asked to be heard. At that time, they will be recognized and will be unmuted. When there is a vote, it will be necessary to take a roll call a vote. A committee member will be recognized and will raise their hand and state their vote. Today's meeting is a public meeting. Per the notice posted on the August 18th, 2020, citizens can listen to the meeting if they contacted the city manager's office to make the necessary arrangements. The meeting is also being live streamed by the city's YouTube channel, which can be accessed via the City of Winston-Salem YouTube page. A recording of today's meeting will be available by Friday, August 28th on the city's website. Is that done? Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ralph. And since we're meeting virtually, we're required to take a vocal roll call. And so if you'll just unmute yourself and say here or present or hello or whatever greeting you prefer when I go down and announce your name, and then we'll get going with the meeting. Chad Cheek.
Here.
Kelly Brown.
I'm here.
Shannon Meyer.
Here.
Ralph Womble.
Here.
Charles Wilson.
Here.
Lauren Desai.
Here.
Vivian Joyner.
Present.
And then I have one phone number call in, but I don't have a name attached.
It's Tony Brett.
Hey, Tony, how are you? Good to see you, or good to hear you.
All righty then.
Okay, we are complete. And Mr. Chair, when we do the minutes, we'll also need to do an official reading of the names and official votes just for the record.
All right, so I'd like to call for approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a second.
We have a motion. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Sounds like it's unanimous, Stephen.
Yeah, I heard just about everybody, so we'll move on with the agenda.
Okay, Stephen?
Okay, city services update. First of all, good morning to everyone. Good to see everyone. Hope you all are being safe. Hope they're doing well in your respective areas. Just real quick on the city side, Jason will cover most of the business improvement district services update. But I will note that this current fiscal year 2021, is the final year of the city's contract with the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership for bid services. By law, we can't have more than a 5-year contract for those services. And so in the next, I would say, spring into early winter, fall into early winter, excuse me, we'll be going through the process to re-advertise and bid out this service. I'll kind of keep you guys in the loop on what's going on. We'll be required, apologize for the dog barking. We're required to have a public input session, and so let you know when that is scheduled. And then prior to the council awarding the contract, they are required to have a public hearing. That also is required by law. And so we'll be going through that process. The hopeful timeline is a contract award around December or January. So we could have that contract in place, ready to go for next fiscal year. Other than that, I have no further questions. If anyone has any questions of me or about anything else on the city side, I'd be happy to answer them. Lauren?
So the partnership can't manage after this year, is that right?
They're eligible to rebid for it.
So in other cities, if it isn't the partnership, who does manage? Like, I mean, what have you?
Traditionally, it's the larger cities that they all have organizations similar to the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership. I wouldn't be surprised if some jurisdictions just do it on their own and just as like a city department. I haven't seen, there's some national organizations, Block by Block is one that they primarily provide services similar to the Clean Team Ambassadors. I believe they bid on some, probably more on the larger city side. The last time when we bid this process out, the partnership was the only agency that bid on the process. And so if there are other agencies interested, I guess we'll see when that process happens. But traditionally, it's nonprofit or private agencies that kind of handle services similar to what Jason and the partnership are doing.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, Jason?
Hey everyone, I'm going to share my screen here in a second. If I can figure out what I'm doing. The host is disabled the screen sharing. Are you able to change that, Stephen?
Meredith, is there a way to give Jason permissions?
You can try it now, Jason.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, can you guys see the screenshots?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've only got a couple of photos, but I also wanted to answer any questions. So the picture here, we've been working a long time with mixed success with the tree wells. And while this is probably the most robust tree well, it's right on 4th Street. The rest of them have been doing pretty well too. This one's in the sunshine, direct sunshine, so it gets a lot of sun, that's a lot of growth. But we've been doing quite a bit of work that we've had a lot of rain this summer. And I just thought it'd be useful to note that this has been something that's frustrated us for a couple of years, and we're having some success with it. So this is one example of the planting variety that's been provided, but certainly not the most. But I just wanted to share that I haven't talked much about the tree well because, quite frankly, it hasn't been our high point over the years, but it has required, I think, Ralph has met with myself and this contractor, and so many of you guys talked to me about it, but this has been something where we've had to rebuild these entirely, and so I thought it was a good thing. Another thing is just kind of showing the passageway park. And it also is growing very well with plants and has a lot of traffic. And that was a project from last year. I'm very satisfied with the current vegetation. And the one thing I have noticed is that we do have some loose brick throughout the park, which is not unexpected because we reutilized the same brick that had been there for a long time, and without doing that, we would have never been able to afford the cost, but it solved a lot of problems in irrigation, and so it's looking very good. But the other project that we talked about at the
Jason? Jason?
Yes.
We talked about going back and resanding to tighten up those bricks with some compound that would tighten it up, and we talked with Kristen Hoff about that. Is that still on the go?
It is not something that we've had a lot of feedback on that, so I'll get working on that.
Okay, very good.
Jason, one other question. Are we looking at images from a camera? Is that what is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what it is. So we have a camera system installed, and that's a great question, is that the camera was installed as part of the construction, and so this kind of gives you multiple screens throughout the park space. And so thought that'd be the best way. I could show you pictures, but ends up being a bunch of pictures and it doesn't give you the whole context. But I'd like to show you the before pictures for some of the newer members. So then another project that we've been working on is our streetery project. And been doing other advertising and so on. But this has been something that we've been working on. Here's some of the pictures. Lauren, you'll notice this is right in front of, or on your block, on the block I'm at, Camino Bakery. And so that's really the thrust of it, is that we've been really very busy with a lot of projects downtown relating to the appearance of downtown. You guys know that we recently, and this wasn't utilizing any bid funds, but we had our small business grant program earlier in the summer, and just leave it there and answer any questions. But I wanted to provide a brief visual update of what's been going on for us.
Okay. You can take the PowerPoint down.
Okay.
That was very good, Jason. Anybody have any questions regarding Jason's presentation? Okay. Any other general comments or observations? Well, there being none, do I have a motion for adjournment? We can sit on here all day. I need a motion for adjournment.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank God. Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Very good. Okay, we are out of here. Thank you.
Just FYI, everyone, our next scheduled meeting would officially normally be on September the 22nd. Unfortunately, I will be on my honeymoon that day.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's not unfortunate. That's fortunate.
That's fortunate.
Well, unfortunate too. I have to reschedule the meeting, or we'll talk and see if there's no big updates. We'll just look to cancel and meet again.
You can Zoom from your honeymoon though, can't you?
Well, I could, but you know, I don't think. I think I'm gonna be off grid as much as I can for that week.
Okay.
So look for an announcement, either a cancellation or a rescheduling of that. We will definitely be meeting in October. So just hope everyone is well until we meet again.
Thank you,
Stay
Stephen.
safe, everyone.
Thank
Thank you.